you! Fuck you!
Man. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Wings of Redemption, or his real name, Jordy Jordan, was born on April 21st, 1986 in South Carolina. Jordy grew up rough, to say the least. He was the result of a teenage pregnancy, so he grew up and lived with his grandparents in their trailer park home. When Jordy was around 2 years old, his alcoholic father left him and his family forever. Jordy Jordan's life seemed tragic, but the school eventually helped Jordy out. During elementary school, he was known for his athletic abilities. He was on top of the world mentally and physically. This was the best time of Jordy Jordan's life, when he was in elementary school. But that all changed when a foreign exchange student joined his school and became the most athletic kid in the school, making Jordy the second best athletic kid in the school. This didn't sit well with Jordy, and he wanted to become the best at sports again. So, Jordy started to eat more than he initially did, because he had the mindset that eating more would make him grow faster, which would in turn make him the most athletic kid in the school again. But this obviously did not happen, with Jordy gaining weight rapidly, and soon he became one of the least athletic kids in his school. During this period of Jordy Jordan's life, he began playing video games to escape the outside world, and along with this, his grandparents and a single mom moved into a new low-income house. At this time, Jordy was 14 years old, and his weight ballooned up to around 240 pounds. He was also diagnosed with things like bipolar and social anxiety disorder at this time. Later in life, Jordy worked simple jobs so he could make money, so he became a Domino's pizza delivery driver and a supermarket employee. Jordy got bored with these jobs, so he often quit these jobs within a few weeks of starting them. At around age 18, Jordy found a job that he stuck with for a while. Jordy worked for a company called Met Class, where he was an overhead crane operator. During this time, he would play Call of Duty in the afternoons with his friends. Jordy was also introduced to the Call of Duty scene on YouTube with things like sniper montages. In 2008, when the global financial crisis hit, many people were laid off from their jobs, and at Met Class, Jordy was one of those people. So this presented an interesting opportunity for Jordy. He always wanted to do YouTube on the side, but never had the time for it with his job. But now, with him not having a job and having a safety net of unemployment payments, he decided to start a YouTube channel called Wings of Redemption. And on this channel, he played and posted Call of Duty videos. I'm not kidding, but in his first video, Jordy already got himself into some controversy. Well, you see, he would promote this playstyle in his videos called camping. Camping is where a player usually hides out in an area and waits for players to come to them. This is usually frowned upon by most people because of how little skill you need to do the camping strategy. He was unashamed though when called out for this, and some people respected his honesty. So, due to this and the little competition on YouTube, he was becoming one of the fastest growing YouTube channels. Wings of Redemption soon became friends with another Call of Duty creator called Woody's Gamertag.
Hi, this is Woody, the Unexceptional Gamer, and I make Call of Duty videos designed to help my unexceptional brethren do better in the game.
They soon later created a podcast called the Painkiller Already Podcast, or PKA. On the podcast, Jordy became known as the person to respond to any negative comment, giving it attention. He often responded to comments about his weight, even though Wings and Woody would dual commentate on each other's videos and grow their audiences because of it. He barely showed his face then. In episode 67, Woody and Wings decided to bring another Call of Duty player to the podcast. They decided to bring in a guy named Syndicate, and he was known as the best Call of Duty Zombies player ever. Probably feeling threatened by Syndicate, Wings acted very rudely to Syndicate throughout the podcast episode, which in turn spawned a competition between them.
Wings was giving Syndicate a hard. He was insulting him all show long, and he was insulting him at multiplayer. And I didn't realize that Syndicate was really good at multiplayer. He was a multiplayer player before he was a zombies player, and he's really good right now. By the way, I sometimes catch his Twitch streams, but so he was just sort of putting him down. And then Wings said that he was better at zombies than Syndicate. Now, Syndicate was literally ranked first in the world. And he's telling him that he's not that good, that if he were to do it, he would be the best in the world. and not best on YouTube, mind you. Like there
In
are
the
zombies
world!
rankings, right? He's the best player at one point to have ever played the game, and Wings was it thought he'd be better. So at one point they sort of decided they would play against each other, and I was the host. Like my Xbox was the host, so I could view it and stuff.
They decided to do a 1v1 for the competition, which favored Wings in every conceivable way. First of all, Syndicate didn't even play multiplayer, while Wings did, which would give him a pretty big disadvantage already. But don't worry, it gets worse. The game was hosted on USA servers, where Wings lived, while Syndicate lived in the UK.
And I knew that gave Wings a pretty significant advantage with the way latency works. All right, I'm in North Carolina. Wings is in South Carolina. Syndicate is in England. And, that's just, so Wings' shots all
It's
registered.
4,000 miles versus 400 miles.
Right? He wins every tie. But, and then Wings set up the rules to be his advantage. If Wings is really good at something, it's long distance accurate guns where you have to, only a pixel is showing from behind the barrel across the map. That's Wings' forte. He wasn't really good at rushing and beating you by meeting in the hallway. He was good at that long distance shot. So he does bog M16s across the map and red dots. He set up the whole kit. He determined what you had to use in the game. So he had every advantage.
The game was whoever could get 30 kills first, who had the most kills in 10 minutes. At around the 9-minute mark, Syndicate had 13 kills, while Wings only had 9. With Wings knowing he would lose, he did the unthinkable.
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
Yeah, keep fucking laughing, you fucking faggot.
Oh, Wings, I've been where you are. I know it's
Oh, don't
bad
fucking
days.
suck. Fucking faggot. Shit.
Wings claimed he broke his controller and was screaming and yelling at both Syndicate and Woody. This is the first time that Wings of Redemption's true face got unveiled, revealing that he's a sore loser who isn't even that good at Call of Duty. Don't worry. It gets even worse for him. The next day, Wings won a rematch with a prize of $5,000 US, and he wanted to rig the match. In leaked messages, it shows that Jordy wanted to give $3,000 to Syndicate to rig the match so Wings won. Thankfully, Syndicate refused and showed the public these messages. Wings would then pull out vlog type videos with Call of Duty gameplay in the back. In these videos, Wings would explain his life and what are all the troubles he's gone through. This is an obvious way to get some sympathy from his viewers.
Like the chat doesn't even give a fuck that I had to deal with this shit. Like at least have some sympathy.
Most people did not feel sorry for him, but actually started disliking him. Now, if you couldn't tell already, Wings is a pretty big guy, a fat guy, if you will. Now, I have no problem with fat people, you can live how you want, but with Wings, in the sympathy videos, he always complained how the haters made him stress eat, which in turn made him gain weight. But, a member of PKA named Kyle was here to help. Wings moved into Kyle's home hoping to lose weight with the help of Kyle. Kyle was almost like a personal trainer to him. Kyle was the best to Wings, with him making him do regular exercises and eat healthier. And guess what? Kyle had a shower that was too small for Wings to fit in, so he spent a total of $5,000 remodeling and rebuilding a shower to make it bigger, so it could fit Wings.
Bumped my elbow on the shower wall, and I was like, God, this shower is a little narrow. And then it occurred to me, Wings of Redemption could not fit into my shower. And if he was going to live with me, we would have to put in a new shower. So construction began the next day on a $5,000 shower. We tore out the old one.
Wait, are you joking with me, or
Not
is
a
this
bit.
you being legit?
This is absolutely
legit.
what happened.
You built the guy a new shower.
Called in the contractors, ripped the old shower out, ripped everything out, laid a tile floor, laid tile
More of a
walls,
car wash, really.
big double
That's a good one,
glass.
buddy.
Carl tried his best with Wings, but only after a week, T already requested to leave.
He lost 40 pounds at my house in 30 days. He tried to quit multiple times.
Not 30
He tried-
days. That's important to me, actually. So 2 weeks in, he wanted to leave, and we held like an intervention on the show where all of us were like, you can't leave, you can't leave, you can't leave. So he didn't leave, but he kind of half-heartedly quit. But he stayed there, and I want to say it was 24 days total.
Kyle convinced him to stay for another 3 weeks, and Jordy lost a total of 40 pounds in that time frame, which is pretty impressive. But Wings making progress on doing something good for himself was too much for him, and he left Kyle's house after that time frame. Kyle and the rest of the members were frustrated with Wings. Poor Kyle spent $5,000 on rebuilding a shower that was used a couple times in a month. Wings quits things he finds difficult, but it's sad. In that instance, he made progress. After this, Wings gained back all the weight he lost in a couple of weeks, and things went back to the status quo. Kyle and Wings, surprisingly, still hung out, and everybody in the PKA podcast was going on a camping trip after a few months of the Wings-Kyle situation. So, to where they were going, Kyle had to drive 3 hours to a place they were going to meet. When he got there, he didn't see Wings. He called him up, and that's when all his respect for Wings disappeared. Wings called Kyle and Woody once they got there, and he said he wasn't coming for some dumb reason or another.
Do it. Nobody here's gonna give you. And then Wings interjects, "Pussy, a real man goes into the wilderness and survives." Planning begins. Lots of planning. We're looking at satellite images of potential locations. We settle on this place called the Uwharrie National Wilderness Forest in North Carolina. It's a true wilderness. It's I think it's a federal park or a state park, something like that. But you can go out there, you can camp, and we settle on a date. So the day comes. It's time to do this thing. And so I set out on this quite long drive. I'm going to say it's 4.5, 5.5 hours from where I lived at the time to where we're doing this thing. So if I leave the night before, I'm going to get a motel room in the area 30 minutes from the meetup location. And that way I don't have to drive, early in the morning. I don't want to leave my house at 5 a.m., get there at 10 a.m. and be already just kind of out of it before we begin hiking and surviving and such. So I'm driving in the night before, and I think to myself, hey, let me give old Wings a call, make sure we're all good to go here, because it's Wings. Call him up, say, hey, man, get ready to do this thing. I'm driving in now, about 3 hours from the place. What are you up to? You could leave, if you left right now, you'd be here around 11, and you could share this motel room with me. I could get a room with 2 beds or something. He's like, I'm not going. What? What do you mean? I'm not coming. When were you going to tell me? I'm telling you right now. What the? So I call. I text Woody. I'm like, he's not fucking.
Wings just wanted to give up on anything difficult. This is just another example of that. That left Woody and Kyle all by themselves to camp. Because of this, and for his past actions, Wings was kicked off of the PKA podcast.
And
Exhibit A in the, at his core, bravery is just not an attribute that he has.
And so that was the downfall of Wings on the show. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, I believe. He was also showing up late for shows, right?
And after that, his life has just been getting worse and worse. People making fun of him while playing games and stream sniping him whenever he streams. This has created a bunch of, albeit funny, gamer rage moments. But Wings didn't seem to be doing that good mentally. Imagine him doing streaming, but he only decided to stream because he said it was easier than making videos. Well, the downside to this is he couldn't edit out his true personality like he could in his videos, so it was on full display on the streams. Wings finally broke down on one fateful stream, and I'll play the clip right here.
Wanted it so fucking bad. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. All I wanted to do was, I was fucking lonely. I wanted to just fucking stream and have a good time. Maybe have a good game. I hate my life. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
This is the embodiment of the quote, the hard road becomes the easy one, and the easy road becomes the hard road. With Wings switching to easier content, it left him unfulfilled and unchallenged. This left Wings as a broken man. Jordy is now just another lolcow and rarely gets any online attention other than trolls. Though I do admit it, channels like Liquid Richard are so funny, I recommend his videos. But Wings of Redemption is a shell of his former self, getting only around a couple thousand views per video. and with his mental decline, he has become more fun for trolls to bully. This is a tragic tale of what happens when you don't improve yourself and you have all the opportunities to. I would bet all my money that if Wings stuck to living with Kyle, he would have been in a much better place than he is now. Wings would become disciplined with Kyle, so it would make him better mentally and physically. Well, hopefully you learned about the tragedy of Wings of Redemption.